It's that time. It is I, and so glad you could join us today, folks. Because man, I tell you, we've had chainsaw massacres, and we've had slumber party massacres, and sorority house massacres. But I don't think we've ever had a pillow party turn into a massacre. But that's what we got today with Pillow Party Massacre, written and directed by Calvin Maury McCarthy, giving us the story of five high school friends who, after a prank goes horribly wrong their senior year at high school, they ended up going their separate ways, but they, after a few years, come back together for a reunion, kind of put their past behind them and just have a wild and crazy girls' weekend that might just involve a pillow party. Fight. But someone has other plans as their fun girls' night turns into a nightmare as they are stalked by a strange killer in a mask who seems to want them all dead. And we see how they try to survive the night and figure out who it is that wants them dead and who's ruining their pillow party and turning it into a pillow party massacre. This is definitely a slasher send-up film that is supposed to be taken a little more serious, and I appreciate that. That's a little that I like. Okay, it's a modern slasher set in modern times. It's not like it's set in the 80s. Oh, look, or whatever. No, it's set in modern times, but it is a true slasher film, hitting all of those tropes. Well, at least most of those for 2023 sensibilities. But at the same time, it's got this. I love the spirit of it and the characters that they came up with. The dynamic here between our friends is something we've seen a bit before, but it's handled decently. The performances are well done. I like the chemistry amongst everybody involved, especially the friends who feel like they're friends with a little bit of history to them, and they're all not quite sure if they like each other as much as they used to. And I like that. I like that quite a bit. Throw maybe a little bit of a red herring. There's not too many red herrings in here, though, surprisingly, as far as who the killer could be. I mean, there's a twist at the end, as you would expect, but yeah, they don't throw too many red herrings at you, which was a surprise. Now, who I really enjoyed of the characters, our group of friends, like I said, do well, but there's a couple of cops that show up in here that I just found highly entertaining. Even though they don't get a whole lot of screen time, we've got Officer Cunningham, played by Stephanie Leet, she's hilarious. I really liked her character and her no nonsense approach, and just like, what the heck, recognizing kind of the ridiculousness of the situation a bit. And Neil Green playing Officer McLaughlin. I love the way these two play off each other. Now, Laura Welsh plays one of the friends, Sam, really a layered character here, who's someone you can get behind, who you feel for her, though at the same time you get kind of angry at her because she is part of the prank along with her friends, but especially her. And so you're kind of conflicted of just what you might want to see happen to her friends. The rest of her friends do well. Jax Kellington, Alana looks like she's really having fun. Mickey, played by Nicolette Pullen, also is a great character. Each one of these characters feeling separate, like they've got their own personas, which was really nice. Shina Ray Shirts, and I hope I pronounced that right, plays Barbara, and I really like the Barbara character. I liked all of them, if you get my drift here. And Miles, played by Allegra Sweeney. Yeah, she really yeah, her poor character. But I tell you, all these performers do well. They know what type of film they're in, but they're playing it serious. I mean, the tongue is not too much in cheek on this one, which is nice to see. Usually with the slasher throwbacks, there's just so much better references and so much, hey, let's try to be the 80s. And here, while it does have those 80s tropes, it is a modern slasher film, and so they accomplish that. Now, it does have a few rough spots as far as audio and the production in a few places, and the editing was, I wish, would have been tightened up a little bit, but overall for an indie slasher, it's not bad. And I think you could check it out if you're looking for something a little different, or at least something that's got a new name with the word massacre in it. So yeah, Pillow Party Massacre, check it out. If you have checked it out, I'd love to hear your constructive thoughts. Please leave a comment down below. Check out our Patreon. We got a lot of great stuff there, and help us get to 2,500 subscribers by the end of the year by hitting the subscribe button and bells and whistles, thumbs up, and all that. I thank you for your support, and until next time, remember, I keep that ticket stub